Let's be real. If you've ever been through a grueling multi-framework security audit, you know it's a painful, fragmented sprint, right? But what if you could fundamentally change how your enterprise handles compliance? Today, we're diving into an explainer on NSAuditor AI Enterprise. It's a tool built to radically streamline that whole reality for security and compliance decision makers.
And it all starts with this ultimate promise. Turn your AWS, Azure, or GCP account into immediate auditor-ready evidence across 7 major frameworks. Yes, 7. We're talking SOC 2, HIPAA, NIST CSF 2.0, PCI DSS, ISO 27001, CIS Controls v8, and GDPR Article 32. Honestly, this is basically the holy grail for compliance teams, generating cryptographically signed, framework-mapped evidence packs from just a single run.
Which brings us to Section 1, the compliance chaos problem. To really get why this is such a big deal, we need to quickly talk about how much of a headache the status quo actually is.
Because, let's face it, for most organizations, audit prep means endless spreadsheet tracking, manual screenshotting, and just doing the exact same work over and over for different regulators. It's a slow, error-prone grind. And worse, a lot of those off-the-shelf compliance scanners actually force you to send your sensitive cloud config data over to their third-party SaaS environments. That's a huge risk. But we're moving away from that. We're shifting to an automated, unified reality that runs 100% locally, right inside your own boundary.
All right, Section 2, 1 scan, 7 frameworks. Let's look at how the product systematically dismantles that old, chaotic workflow.
So, 7. That's the magic number here. 7 massive compliance frameworks satisfied with just one single scan. A single command gives you complete coverage across all of these control spaces. And the best part? It completely eliminates double scanning. You don't have to worry about cross-framework drift anymore. You know, that thing where your SOC 2 evidence says one thing, but your ISO 27001 evidence says another, just because somebody collected them a few weeks apart.
Under the hood, the engine works kind of like a brilliant sorting machine. Say it catches one single infrastructure finding, like, I don't know, a disabled automatic key rotation. Instead of logging that 7 different times, it simultaneously routes that one finding into multiple compliance reports. It tags it for SOC 2, HIPAA, NIST, PCI, ISO, and CIS all in one pass. It finds the issue once and automatically populates every relevant evidence stream. The sheer efficiency of this is pretty incredible. The scanner is traversing dozens of plugins across your cloud environment and instantly routing those findings. So you're getting comprehensive, machine-readable, auditor-ready evidence in literally a matter of minutes, not months. Minutes!
Okay, Section 3, the Zero Exfiltration Advantage. This is a massive differentiator for enterprise buyers.
Because look, generating compliance evidence shouldn't mean compromising your security boundaries. That introduces a concept called Zero Data Exfiltration, or ZDE. By design, the architecture ensures that your scan data, your cloud credentials, and your compliance evidence never actually leave your local infrastructure. The vendor never sees, stores, or processes your results. It runs fully offline, completely sidestepping the risk of sending telemetry to a third party. Your data stays yours, period.
And because it runs locally with AI redaction, your sensitive data is kept completely safe. Think about the regulatory advantage here. You don't even need a business associate agreement for HIPAA or a data processing agreement for GDPR because they aren't processing your data. Plus, for federal or defense contractors, the whole thing is air-gapped ready. You can run comprehensive audits in entirely offline classified networks. How cool is that?
Let's keep moving. Section 4, AI-powered security edge. Because compliance is really just the baseline, right? True security requires much deeper analysis. And this is where you get a massive edge. You're getting AI-powered vulnerability analysis, and again, local AI redaction masks your data before any models are queried. You get explicit mapping to the MITRE ATTK framework. It seamlessly handles multi-cloud auditing across AWS, Azure, and GCP. And with continuous threat exposure management, or CTEM, you're getting continuous monitoring that catches configuration drift in hours.
But it's not just finding problems. It's the depth of the actionable remediation guidance that really stands out. It doesn't just yell at you that you have a high-severity issue. It actually explains how the architectural root cause, like a public Lambda function URL, violates specific controls across your different frameworks. It actually helps your team fix the root causes instead of just playing whack-a-mole with a checklist.
So Section 5, getting started fast. You might be wondering, okay, how hard is this going to be to deploy? Well, enterprise security tools usually take weeks to configure, but not here.
The onboarding is incredibly frictionless. We're talking 3 effortless steps from getting your license key to running your first full scan. You literally just install the packages globally via NPM, authenticate your enterprise license, and run the scan command against your cloud. That is it. No complicated agents, no cloud-side infrastructure to spin up.
And the output? It's not just some basic text file. It is cryptographically proven institutional-grade evidence. Auditors absolutely love this. You get a cover page scope attestation, RFC 3161 trusted timestamps, and SHA 256 chain of custody sidecars. Basically, it proves mathematically that the evidence existed in its exact form the moment the scan ran, so tampering is completely impossible.
So bringing it all back to where we started, turning your AWS account into SOC 2, HIPAA, NIST CSF 2.0, PCI DSS, ISO 27001, CIS Controls V8, and GDPR Article 32 evidence. This is hands down the most secure, comprehensive way to achieve multi-framework compliance. It kills the pain of audit prep, gives you deep security intelligence, and guarantees your data never leaves your control.
The only question left is, are you ready to stop letting compliance chaos dictate your schedule and start letting security seamlessly automate your compliance? It's time to take control. Head over to NSAuditor.com/AI/enterprise and see how you can revolutionize your auditing process today.